everybody. In this video I'm gonna show you guys how to get through Crystal Cave and fight Seath the Scaleless. First thing you want to do before you head out is equip the Curse by ring. You get this ring in New Londo. I do have a video up. For those of you trying to find where it is, just do a search, type in New by ring under uploads and the video should come up. Now, Crystal Cave it's a very easy place to explore. There's a few items there, and there's a few side quests that involve NPCs in there as well. But I'm not gonna cover it in this video. This is Logan. In the last video, I showed you guys how to rescue Logan, and here's a list of his spells. They're very expensive, so make sure you collect a bunch of silver and come back and purchase it. Once again, if you talk to him too much, he does go insane and try and attack you the next time you see him after you kill Seath the Scaleless. So make sure you buy all his spells first before you talk to him. Now I talked to him once there, but you actually had to talk to him quite a few times for him to go insane. I think, alright. So I talked to him twice. Try not to talk to him too much. I'm not sure why I did it exactly. Maybe I didn't know at that time while I was doing it. But there's a switch right here. Just hit the switch and you want to go down the stairs. The monsters here are a bunch of golems. They're very easy to take out. There's a few armor sets here and just a few pretty cool items around. You feel free to explore, but I'm going to show you guys the fastest route to the boss. So you want to go down this hill right here. Be careful of the dip coming up. If you don't shift to the right, you kind of do a little fall, and I almost died there. But my life is kind of low, so that's the reason for that. So keep going down. Alright, you see the spot we're coming up to with the butterfly? This was a little confusing when I first came here. I was completely lost. I thought I had to kill the butterfly, and he is a pain in the ass to kill. But where you're supposed to go is this hidden path right here. If you look carefully, you can see the snowdrop. I don't recommend you guys running through like I just did. I already know the path. But for you guys, look at the snowdrop, go slow. The path does kind of slant, and you could run off if you run too fast. So here you just keep going, and you fall into a new hidden path. Once again, look at the snowdrop, and you see how it tells you where to go. Luckily, these are straight paths. As long as you're running on the path, you don't have to worry about falling. Coming up here, you want to run through this area as fast as you can. There's these clams around here, very, very annoying. And if you don't run fast enough, they actually get into the boss fight with you the first time you do it. And it's just a pain having to fight Seath the Scaleless with these clams following you around. Seath does kill them, but still, they're very annoying. A little about the fight with Seath the Scaleless. As a boss, he is very easy to like just beat. You could probably do it flawless. He has a very easy pattern, very easy to dodge his attacks. The tough thing here is actually breaking his tail. If you break his tail, you do get the Moonlight Sword, which is pretty good. It's a decent sword. I actually seen a few people use it in PvP, and they whoop my ass with that sword. So it's worth getting and trying out, see if it's something you would like. So you do have to break this first to do damage to him. What you want to do is wait till he gets a little closer to you. This way you can run behind him and attack the tip of his tail. That's where you break. That's the only part that breaks, the tip this is the most annoying and hardest part of this fight. So I got some good hits right there. You see how he lifted his tail up? When he does that attack, get away. It kills. It does a ton of damage. And now it gets tricky because he tries to face you. But if you stay towards his right side, he does that spray attack, and it gives you a chance to kind of wrap around behind him. You want to wait till he's about to start the attack. Just stay on his right side. And wait till he's right there. He's about to start it. I'm gonna make a run for his back and get at least 1 or 2 hits. You're not gonna get really more than that. I kind of missed my chance there. It's a little tough. The timing is pretty tight. So stick to his right side, and you notice how he does that breath attack. Here I couldn't run past him, so I just did some damage on his tail. That crystal, if you stay in it too long, by the way, you do become cursed, which is really bad. That's why you need the curse by ring. And you want to be very careful when you're running behind him. You don't get stuck in between his 2 tails and the wall, because if that happens, he's going to do his tail whip attack and it's going to kill you. So I'm going to actually get 1 hit now. Guess not. I mean, this is just the toughest part. Him as a boss is so easy to beat, but trying to break that tail is very hard. So just play it safe, stay by his right side. I didn't really want to attack him there because I'm not sure how much life it takes to break that tail, or how many damage, how many hits. So I didn't want to do too much damage to him and have him die. But I finally managed to get maybe 1 or 2 hits in here. And now's the perfect chance. And I break his tail. He does that crystal attack that covers the whole area. Luckily I had the curse by ring, which keeps him safe from curse. And at this point, I pretty much won the fight. Now he's just so easy to beat. All you gotta do is stick by his right side. And once again, don't worry about the sword. It's like certain bosses, when you kill the tail, the item just kind of drops. For Seath the Scaleless, the item doesn't drop right away. And I was a little worried at first. I was like, the first time I fought him, I was like, oh, am I supposed to cut off the rest of his tips? And I was just confused. I thought the sword might have been hitting with one of the tips. So I died a few times doing that. But it turns out there's nothing to worry about. You can grab the sword after you win the fight. So just go ahead and finish him off. He's so easy at this point. Just stick to his right side. Just keep attacking him, and he'll never hit you. Little taunt right there. I mean, he's just so easy. So now if you go back to the tail, you see the sword is actually in the tail right there. So there's the Moonlight Greatsword. It's actually a pretty good sword. It has good lock, because once you start attacking somebody and you get them in a lock, you can almost kill them instantly if they have no poise. So it's pretty good. It's a little different from Demon Soul Moonlight Sword, which was based on faith. This one was more based on magic. Alright, in the next area we're gonna go to is Demon Ruins. There's a lot of preparations I recommend you guys make before you start the next area. Some of them are optional, but I really recommend you do most of them, especially the one regarding Covenant and NPCs, because they are missable. So you want to do them now so you don't miss them later.